Four major newsrooms got the same Jill Biden interview clip today. The New York Times put her exact words, "he's having a stroke," right in the headline. The BBC didn't quote her at all. They called Joe Biden husband. This is AI Command App Media Lens Evening Edition. Here's what happened. CBS News released a preview clip from a forthcoming Sunday morning interview with the former First Lady Jill Biden. The correspondent Rita Braver asked her about Joe Biden's June 2024 presidential debate against Donald Trump, the one that effectively ended his re-election campaign. Jill Biden said she had been frightened watching it. She said at one point she thought her husband might be having a stroke. Her exact quote, "I had never ever seen Joe like that, before or since." That is the entire news event. One sit-down interview clip. Four major outlets ran with it within roughly 90 minutes of each other, and they did not run the same story. Start with the New York Times. The Times headline was, quote, "Jill Biden's reaction to Biden's 2024 debate, he's having a stroke." They pulled the rawest first-person fragment forward, in quotes, in the title. They did not paraphrase. They led the body with, "I had never ever seen Joe like that." The framing choice is simple. The words are the story. The BBC took a different path. Their headline did quote, "having a stroke," but they removed the name Joe Biden entirely. They wrote, "She thought husband was having a stroke." Then in the description, former U.S. First Lady told CBS News, the BBC's U.S. partner. The BBC inserted an institutional disclosure, flagging that CBS, the source of the clip, is their U.S. partner. That is editorial transparency. It is also distance. The Guardian US used no quotation marks in the headline at all. They wrote, "She thought Joe Biden was having a stroke." Clean paraphrase, no inverted commas. Their lead leaned on the word frightened. Their framing was not the medical claim. It was the emotional state of the watcher. The Hill went somewhere else entirely. Their headline reads, "Jill Biden says she thought Joe was having a stroke during Trump debate." Not the 2024 debate, not the presidential debate, not the CNN debate. The Trump debate. In a story about Joe Biden's health, the Hill centered Donald Trump's name in the title. Here's what this tells you. The same 90 seconds of tape became four different stories. The Times prioritized the visceral quote. The BBC prioritized institutional caution and source attribution. The Guardian prioritized the emotional frame over the medical claim. The Hill prioritized the political opponent in the room. None of these choices is dishonest. Each is a real editorial judgment about what the reader most needs to see first. The question worth asking is not which outlet got it right. The question is which version you saw first, and whether you would have read the others if the first headline already told you what to think. That's tonight's Media Lens. 2 deep dives a day, every day. Subscribe and hit the bell. See you tomorrow morning. Yeah.